What's up, guys? So we're back to wiring the shitbox. This is what you guys can look forward to me fixing in the next video. What's up, guys? Welcome to another video. This is the first video post grid life. So we got the car back, we got it all cleaned up a couple days ago. Tried to get all the brake dust off the wheels, get everything just nice so it doesn't sit there, cake on there, ruin stuff. While we were at Grid Life, myself and the team were figuring out ways that we can make all of our lives easier at the track. And we just wanted to basically make the car easily serviceable, reliable, simple, and just fix it and however we can, just make everybody's lives easier. So if we have to do things, it doesn't take an hour just to get to one thing. So we took, at Grid Life, we probably pulled my bumper off, I don't know, 15 times. So I decided to fix that solution a little bit. We ran these on Cowan's car, but we're running them on mine now. And yeah, there's little spring latches that we can easily pull the bumper off with. So there we go. We can do it on the other side, pull it off pretty easily. These are, I think they're Sparkos, I can't remember, but I picked them up. We used them on Cowan's STI, loved them, and figured it'll make our lives easier when we got to work on it this time. Because when we had to pull the bumper off, it sucked for me or one of the guys to go get like that 2-foot extension, jam it in the wheel well so we can get to those 3 bolts that hold the bumper on the sides. So I'm thinking with these latches now, it'll be a lot easier to just pop those off, pull the hood off, undo the 4 bolts for that cooling tray, and then undo the 5 bolts in front of the bumper. So that's kind of the first idea we have of making the car just more serviceable, more accessible, and all that kind of stuff. So the second one is, let me find this. So our second idea, and that's going to be most of this video's project, actually all of this video's project, is working on this guy. So we wanted to build a nice little, basically electrical panel for everything to be here. We're going to run our power in from our battery. So a little backtrack. That's all my switch panel wiring. It's real janky, real not good. We did it years ago and it worked, but now we're trying to make it better. So we're pulling a bunch of power from the fuse box and the kick panel over there, and that's how we're powering all the gauges and whatnot. We're gonna fix that with this guy. So this is gonna run to, well, we'll make a new line, but it'll run to our kill switch. We'll have a inline 60 amp fuse in this line. When we get here, we'll just have our fusible, we'll have all of our circuits on fuses, so we'll do, basically we can just have power to whatever we want. We'll have 4 relays just for some of the big stuff. We'll do like fan, our washer pump that I need to show you guys, our cool shirt, and then probably just a spare relay in case we need anything else. We're not gonna deal with the fuel pump or whatever for the Haltech because the Haltech has its own little fuse box back there. And we're just going to leave that alone since that works. So this is what we're working on now. What I got to do today is put riv nuts in for the relays, and then I just got to get in there and figure out how we're going to mount this thing. So let's go see what riv nuts we can steal out of Harmson's garage. Focus, 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 focus. Why does this thing hate focusing? There we go. Maybe, I don't know. So we have our panel pretty much done. It's chilling in the car. I'll show you guys where we're putting it. Our general idea is, there you go. Our general idea is kind of along here on the trans tunnel, just to make it super easy for the guys to work on if we have to. We're gonna run some like 1/2-inch spacers off the trans tunnel to help keep some heat off of it. And I think that should be good. So I gotta work on drilling these holes and getting our riv nuts in. And I'll kind of show you guys where we're at. So here's the general idea of where our panel's gonna chill. We've got 2 riv nuts in on the bottom. I gotta do the top, but it's looking pretty good. So we gotta pull it out, finish up the others. Herm, so what do you call this? Are we calling this a PDM? I don't know if that's really a PDM technically.
It's just a fuse panel, I guess, or relay panel.
Alright, we'll call it a relay panel. Alright boys, we got a relay panel in. We're spaced off the trans tunnel about 1 inch, and we're pretty solid. I've got to cut our kick panel out to get it to lay down, and hopefully after this it should be done. Had some quick Dremel cutting. It's actually probably the nicest Dremel cut I've done in my life, but our panel fits in very nicely, easy to pull on and off. I need to throw the Haltech box back on top of the kick panel, and this project, at least mounting, is wrapped up. So this pretty much took all afternoon, but we have a mounted relay panel. There she is, boys. So spaced off 1 inch off the trans, so we got plenty of space for some heat to escape, and we're pretty much all run up nicely. So cut the carpet a little bit, try to make it more just accessible and easier to deal with. We'll probably remove my carpet at some point, but I don't know, we'll keep it in here for now. But that's it for this video and the relay panel. Next video I'll work on wiring everything up, and then we'll go from there. Well, what's up guys? Back to, well, this is the same video, but we're on to wiring now. So we're gonna start wiring up our relay panel and hopefully start getting that thing situated. So first things first, we gotta run a power wire. So my idea for wiring this is we will bring a wire off of our kill switch all the way over there. So I gotta pull the cluster off, get the kill switch out, just get behind there, and we can start kind of going at it. Well, our race pack is out, and we have loads of room to deal with wiring back here. So that's what we gotta do with next. The wiring back here is disgusting. I really need to deal with a lot of it, but that's not today's project. We have our power wire running along our battery cable all the way down into our box right down there. If it'll focus. There you go. So we have that run. Now it's time to start figuring out the other things. There we go. I'm gonna give you guys a quick wiring lesson. Now, I'm the last person you should be taking wire lessons, or I'm the last person you should be taking wiring advice from, but I've pretty much made the FC in the past a death trap for fire and wiring. So don't go pull all your switch power from wrapping a wire around a fuse foot and jamming it in your box, your fuse box. It's not really the recommended move for that, so we pulled all those wires out from my fuse box, and we're slowly going through all this, pulling wires out, and then just trying to simplify the system. And then once it's simplified, we can actually start wiring in our new shiny good fuse box. So slowly but surely. I don't have my tripod, or I'd do some time lapses, but honestly this is pretty boring stuff, just wiring. I hate wiring, but gotta get it done. So let's get back to this. So I have a quick update for y'all. We pulled more wires out. Our wire bundle is bigger. That one I just found in the car, so ignore that, but this is all the crap that's come out. We've got our junction block back here. We've pretty much simplified most of this wiring. I need to bundle this stuff together, but here's basically the setup. We're going to have our main power coming out of the relay panel into our ignition switch here, and then our ignition switch will power this junction block, which will power all of our gauges and everything else that was originally on this switch. And then we ended up redoing some connections on the push button start and just kind of cleaning some stuff up and just making it look a little bit nicer. But I've got to run the main power wire here from the ignition switch to the junction block, and then we'll start on this stuff too here in a second, but let's go do that first. Well, it's been a long time, and I'm pretty much done for the day because I'm hot, I'm tired, but we have some progress. So, kill switch, ignition switch, everything's on. So, our wideband's not on because I haven't grounded that. Need to do that, but ECU, all that stuff's on, so we're good. We're doing good. We just got to finish up some more things and we'll soon be on the way. What's up, guys? So we're back to wiring the ship box. Let's see what we got to do today. There's actually not a whole lot left that we have to do. I got to hook up my fuel pump switch again, but that's easy. It's just one wire. We need to ground the wideband, and then we need to hook up our fan and then our cool shirt, which is one of these two guys. Let's get started. Now let's get to wiring. We'll do fuel pump, then we'll do cool shirt. That's the plan. Wiring videos are boring as hell. I personally don't like filming wiring videos because it takes me forever to wire. But we can film wiring videos. You guys just need to let me know what y'all want to see. If you want to see wiring videos, we can do that. But I'll show you what I've gotten done, what everything looks like, so you'll at least get to see something, because you'll see where it was, now where it's at, and you just want to see the process. We have some of our relay panel wired. We've got, let's see, these two wires here, these two black ones you can't really see, are our switch powers that come into the relay setup for my cool shirt and my fan. So those two would come in. This is the output wire for the cool shirt. I've not run the fan wire yet. That'll be another project, but it'll happen. So that's those. Well, the cool shirt relay works, so that's good. Now we've got that cleaned up. We've got a lot of our wiring back here cleaned up, which I can pull off and show you guys. And let me show you where the cool shirt is. So one thing I learned at Grid Life, I really enjoyed giving ride-alongs to all you guys. So ride-alongs were a blast. The downfall ride-alongs, I couldn't wear my cool shirt because my cool shirt sat in the footwell. Now, since we're doing this nice relay panel, I want a lot of people to be able to see that. Having the cool shirt there hides it, and also doesn't allow me to use it while taking passengers along. So we stuck the cool shirt behind the cage in the passenger seat. So we're gonna mount it about the same as I used to. We're just gonna use two ratchet straps, and instead of eye bolts in the floor, we'll just hook them up to the cage, and it'll hold fine. There's a little harness for the cool shirt. But yeah, this I'm super proud about. I redid all my harness stuff for the cool shirt. No more electrical tape. The Tech Flex is now heat shrunk onto the connectors and the wires. Looks really nice. So that's a small win. But everything is wired correctly, basically. I'll give you guys the rundown, and then we'll end it for this video. We'll leave it up to you guys, but here we are. Power on. Ignition. Race back turns on. Oil temp gauge turns on. AFR turns on. Our fuel pump turns on. And then our fan light turns on, which means our fan circuit's properly wired to the relay, but I just need to put the output wire to the relay and let that go to town. And our lights we didn't touch. And then start button works. So that's all good. Yeah, that's pretty much, oh, cool shirt. Our dimmer works for the dash. So far, all the wiring that we took out and replaced works, so that's good. But I'll hop out of the car, talk to you guys some more, and probably call it a day. Maybe. Probably. You guys need to see a video. This is taking too long.